Peggy 7.
The Terminal Velocity, Movie Legends and Need for Speed Heroes packs are available to download now, bringing with them new cars and a whole new area to explore. I looked under the bonnet of all 3 packs with producer Chris Roberts.
We've got a completely new bit of world that we've added called Hughes International Airport, which is based on our learning for the large open air playgrounds like the power plant. But this is the single biggest one in the whole game.
So as well as the airfield itself, you've got 5 new cars. One of them's a most wanted race as well.
Yep.
These cars, they've all got a specific theme, haven't they?
Yeah, so one of our inspirations for this area, because you're driving in and out of buildings and places where you're not supposed to be, was an Italian job style feel to it. So the cars that we give you for this pack are smaller, nimbler, more nippy cars, so fast acceleration, tight handling, and they allow the player to get in and out of the tight spaces a little easier. We've also added a couple of new mods for the cars. So the main theme for this pack is jumping and leaping around, so we've added a new nitrous, which is jump nitrous, which allows the player to jump and then nitrous in the air, which will then boost them forward. The jump nitrous dumps coloured smoke when you're in the air, so when you've got lots of people leaping through the air for some of the new speed lists that we've got for multiplayer for this pack, it looks like an acrobatics display.
Nice.
Looks awesome. And then the other mod that we've got is the Ram chassis, which is really good for multiplayer because it allows you to be tough at the front of your car and knock traffic out of the way.
Now, this is interesting. You can actually drive inside the airport, can't you?
Yeah, oh yeah. So I can go at one of these boarding ramps here, and now I'm inside the boarding gates, and this whole section is all linked up. So there's a little figure of 8s, there's escapes out, so I can jump back out to the jetway. So this is a massive open area here, but we have these really cool sort of playground versions of planes, which have got multiple ways in and out. And the most wanted car, when you get it, its jack spot is in a position for, you know, like the raffle cars you get in airports.
Oh yes, yeah.
So we have one of those raffle cars, so you can see the jack spot for the Porsches on one of those, which is a little nod and a wink to.
That's really cool.
We have a new event type called Smash and Grab. So they're arenas that have score targets for the player to drive into and smash, and each one is worth a different amount, and there's a timer counting down. So the player has to learn the environment to find the best route through and race against the clock to collect as many of the score targets as they can.
Now, as well as the Terminal Velocity pack, we've got 2 downloadable content packs that actually have a load of cars in them, don't we?
Yes. Yeah, so we have a Movie Legends pack. So we've got the Aston Martin DB5 and the Aston Martin DBS, and the DB5 has got secret agent specs. It doesn't handle like a car made in the 1960s. It handles like a most wanted car.
You've souped it up a bit. Here we go, the Pontiac Firebird doing its thing.
This is my favourite. I really pushed to get this car in. I think I've always wanted it in a driving game. We have an event especially for this car as well, which involves some pickup trucks and cops and lots of jumping. So this car is from another movie, and it's very fast and very angry.
So you see Vin Diesel driving this one about, and look at that engine. It's actually too big to fit inside the car.
Yeah, it's the quickest car we've got in a straight line.
And you'll have to be quick to beat the Movie Legends' most wanted car, the Shelby GT500. Chris, you've got another piece of DLC, which is Need for Speed Heroes, and that's all about cars from previous Need for Speed games.
Yeah, it's all of our favourite, and we polled some fans on our Facebook as well about the favourite cover cars from Need for Speed history. As part of that, we've added a new game mode, which is Drift Attack. So to complement that, we've got a really cool new mod, which are drift tyres, which make drifting easier, but it also adds coloured smoke coming from your wheels. We go to Diablo, which you'll remember from the original Hot Pursuit.
Chris, that car is crazy looking.
Yeah, so the thing that we've also added for this pack is all of the Need for Speed Hero cars have multiple liveries attached to them, so they have their original Need for Speed Hero livery and some crazy ones that we've added. And
for Need for Speed Heroes, there's also a Most Wanted event as well?
Yeah, we have a brand new Most Wanted event, and possibly one of the most iconic Need for Speed cars there are, especially for us. It's the BMW M3 from the cover and the game Most Wanted.
It could only be. Exactly.
So,
what's that like to drive?
It's pretty awesome. It's kind of almost like a track spec car. It's really, really grippy, and it just goes like a rocket. So yeah, try chasing that, you need a pretty fast car. And I think all the fans are going to love to drive that car.